So now we're going to go all the way to Abu Dhabi because an important event has just taken place there, the Abu Dhabi International Petroleum Exhibition and Conference.
Wow, amazing.
With many experts gathered there to discuss global challenges. Now, our own TVRI World's Rahmat Idris spoke with the Minister of Energy and Environment of Mendoza, Argentina, of the windows of energy investment in Asia. Let's learn more about what they talked about.
Argentina is advancing one of the largest energy investment projects in its history, a major liquefied natural gas or LNG development led by YPF, the country's state-owned energy company, together with Malaysia's Petronas. The project aims to turn Argentina into a global exporter of natural gas and build partnerships essentially with new markets, including Indonesia. And joining us from Abu Dhabi is Her Excellency Jimena Latorre, Minister of Energy and Environment of Mendoza. And she will share insights on Argentina's LNG ambitions, Mendoza's role as an energy hub, and opportunities for cooperation with Southeast Asia. Your Excellency, Madam Minister, thank you very much for making the time for TVR World. Well, Argentina's LNG project with YPF and Petronas, as I said, is described as the country's largest energy investment. What is the latest update on its progress and Mendoza's role in it?
Well, it's really the agreement between YPF and Petronas is very important to Argentina. In special to Mendoza, Mendoza has a big potential to develop the oil, but the biggest potential to develop the gas is in the south of Argentina, in Neuquén province, with Vaca Muerta. And this project is to develop the export from Vaca Muerta to the world, and Mendoza has a special opportunity to develop the north of Vaca Muerta. Mendoza has the 30% in Vaca Muerta shale, and we work to exploring the Vaca Muerta, the north of Vaca Muerta. But it's very important to Argentina, the opportunity to export, and this model is a result to the change in the last 2 years in Argentina to the future in the economic model with a alliance and a joint venture with different big companies like Petronas.
Well, now Mendoza is being positioned as an energy investment hub. What makes the province attractive for international investors in LNG and other energy sectors?
Well, Mendoza was a province in the north, in the west of the Argentina, lot of the Los Andes range. And we have a big potential to develop the export to Chile. It's a very important and a strategic position to export between Argentina and Chile to the Pacific Ocean. And we work strong in the plan to develop the Vaca Muerta, and we have a long history in produce oil, and high oil is special, and we have this opportunity to develop infrastructure to export from Chile.
Well, Madam Minister, as Argentina explores new export markets, including Southeast Asia, do you see Indonesia as a potential partner or destination for Argentine LNG? How could such cooperation be developed?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a special opportunity to work together. And like I say, Mendoza, the locality of Mendoza province in the west, in the southwest of Argentina, had a very special position to work with the market, the East market, between Chile to export. For example, Mendoza have a big pipeline to Chile and the port of Chile. And Mendoza has the first trans border cross route to port of Chile. And this condition is essential to open market in East.
All right. Now, looking ahead, what sort of partnership models, such as joint ventures or offtake agreements or technology exchange, does Mendoza seek to build with Asian countries like Indonesia or any other countries within the region to strengthen the energy diversifications, Your Excellency?
Well, in Mendoza have a strategic plan to develop the energy transition. We have nowadays we have the most important investment, private investment in power plant, in solar power plants, and the customers, the private sector, the private sector developing in the solar plants is customer to market of the East. And in the last 1 year or two, Mendoza increased this electric generation in the generation in the power plants related the big invest like YPF. YPF Light is the first RIGI. You know what is a RIGI? In Argentina, is the new law regimen to attract invest. And in this case, the first RIGI of Argentina was in Mendoza, and this is the biggest plant, solar plant of Argentina. And I think that we have a big opportunity to develop this investment with related the energy transition, and Mendoza in relation with the energy transition, Mendoza have a big potential to develop mining, in special copper. Is essential, is very strategic, is to develop the energy transition. And this is a challenge to Mendoza, develop this potential and introduce this copper, this Mendozan copper in the East market.
Right. Just one final question very quickly to you, Madam Minister. We both know that Argentina and Indonesia are both within the G20, big, strong economies representing developing countries as well. What sort of bilateral conversations have been established to address all the challenges towards energy transformations and sustainability, something that both countries have shared in the past presidencies in recent years?
Okay. Well, like I said, I think that we have many opportunities to work together, and Argentina in the last year, in the two last year, changed your economy models and open to the different market in the world, and we work very strong to build alliance with different markets. The East market is very important for us. And I think that like YPF with Petronas, we have many opportunities with building joint ventures. For example, our local companies, our public local companies in energy was the plan to develop this invest. And this project is for show you and show the different invest in the world to building a alliance to develop this investment in Mendoza.
All right, that is all the time that we have with you, Minister of Energy and Environment of Mendoza from Argentina, joining us all the way from Abu Dhabi. Her Excellency Jimena Latorre, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me.